What's up guys, I'm Jay, and this is going to be my first video, and on my channel I'm going to be posting vlogs, flipping tutorials, dares, and overnight challenges. If there's any dares or overnight challenges you want me to do specifically, let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to be uploading every Tuesday and Friday as much as I can. In today's video I'm going to be talking about the time I ran away. I ran away last year in the summer. I was going through a lot. So let's see. I'll start out the night I left. Well, a couple weeks before that I was like getting in trouble with friends, just making stupid decisions, not doing the right things. Was always getting yelled at. I didn't have the best group of friends, or at least I chose the wrong friends to hang out with. On the night I was gonna leave, I remember I had a phone. I told my friends, I messaged one of them and asked if I could stay at his house for a couple days, and he asked his mom, and his mom said yeah, I could stay. So I had gotten that figured out. Then I asked one of my other friends to come and pick me up. He said he could come and pick me up, and I told him a specific time to like come to the park by my house so that I wouldn't get caught. And right before I left, before I packed my bags, I put pillows on my bed to make it look like my body was there, and I wrote a note explaining why I was leaving, which I don't really remember what the note said. It was just like, because I was getting in trouble a lot, and like I was always getting yelled at, and most of it was probably my fault, probably because I just was being stupid and didn't really think about the consequences. But when I left, I remember packing my bags, and it took me, I don't know, 30-45 minutes. I packed a bunch of clothes in this huge bag. I walked past my sister's room and all of her friends were in there. I don't even think they really noticed me walk by. I told my parents I was letting the dog outside, and I opened the door and I walked outside the door and never let the dog out. Pretty much it was just an excuse for me to go. Well, once I walked outside, my friend was supposed to be at the park waiting for me at 11. Well, he wasn't there, and I was like freaking out, because I was like, oh no, like my parents are going to find out I just left. So I waited, I don't know, like 20 minutes. He finally shows up, and I hop in his car, and we like drive away as fast as we can, because we didn't really know what to do. We were both scared. We thought we were both going to get caught. Well, once I get to my friend's house, I talked to his mom, told him that I left my house, whatever. She said it was fine. That the next day I just needed my parents, like, to call my parents, let them know where I was, which I didn't do. So that night, me and my two friends, we all stayed at my friend's house. And the next day, my friend had to work, so he left. And then I went to work with one of my other friends. Well, my parents own a campsite there, so it probably wasn't the best idea to go there in the first place, which I have no idea why I ended up going there. So, while we were there, we went swimming, we did a bunch of stuff, we walked around, bought food, just hung out. It was probably around like 3 o'clock when he got off, and I seen my sister and her friends walk up to the swimming pool, and I was like freaking out. I didn't know what to do. So I hid in the bathroom for like 3 hours because I didn't want to leave. So eventually I like needed to get out of there because the bathroom was tiny and I couldn't handle it anymore. So I walked outside and walked around, like hid in the trees, walked around, and as I was coming up, one of my sister's friends seen me, and she was like, "Is that Jay?" And she thought she seen me, but she wasn't sure. So then they all ended up leaving and going to tell my parents that they thought they seen me. So my parents were driving around, they told the security at the park to look for me. So there was security driving up and down, my parents were looking for me. Well, my friend was off work, so me and him went, and I told him that I thought that my sister's friend had seen me. So me and him were like in a hurry to get down and go to his dad's car. So as we were walking down there, we were trying to hide in between the bushes, and I seen my parents' car and I hid, and they drove right past me. Well, on the way back, they like turned around, and on the way back, they didn't see us either because we hid. Well, they drove up to the top and they were just sitting there, and we didn't know. I didn't know if they were sitting there waiting for me to come out because they knew I was in there, or they were waiting just to see if I would come out because they didn't know if I was there or not. And as we were walking, my parents were driving down, and I seen the car slowly just slow down, and then I seen it come to a stop. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like I had no idea what to do. My friend tried running and hiding in the bushes so he wouldn't get caught by my parents, which didn't really work out. My dad got out of the car and came out to me and told me that I was going to go back home with them, that he's glad I was with one of my friends and I was safe and not with the bad friends that I chose to hang out around with. So in the end I ended up going home, and I kind of didn't really want to go home at that time because I was still like mad about things that were going on. I didn't really understand everything. But once I got home, I realized that I was happier being home instead of like trying to run away, because I was like so scared all the time. I was like always watching out and making sure that I wasn't going to get caught. That's pretty much it for this video. If you guys like the video, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you can get notified when I upload my next video. In my next videos, I'm not going to be doing really much of story time. It's going to be more of vlogs or flipping tutorials or overnight challenges. I'll see you guys later.
Wait, I have to think of something. I have to.
Okay.
Let me see the post.
That's gonna be it. You're gonna be doing that. I'm gonna...
At least I'm not vertically challenged.
Oh, but you can give her